Reality, what surrounds us, behaving towards us exactly as we think and as we behaving towards it, towards other people, towards ourselves. If we're creating in our own minds negative thoughts about things, about people, we're just hurting ourselves. Reality turning its back towards us. It's creating such a matrix that we're losing ourselves from it. When we're doing those things, we like rejected from the heart. We're losing touch and contact with reality, right one. We're losing that flow, loving flow. So how important is to do right in life, to do good in life? Because with those things you can receive only more. But if you decide at some point of time that something is not right and you have to act violently, angrily, nastily towards others, towards ourselves, it's only going down to you. You'll be punished for it. You'll be locked in that prison, in that matrix prison, and you will be reminding them there till you like surrender, till you like understand you lost the way. God existence, Allah will create that matrix, and only Him, it can resolve that matrix. If you will understand you suffer and you understand at least little bit that those things don't paying well. We quite often reaching for those things and doing those things, and we think there is no consequences for it. But all of it have consequences. If we do negative things, if we do harmful things, we just emerging into that matrix, and we will be lost in that matrix, and life will be not pleasant. Life will react towards us, act and react towards us. Life will create opposite experiences which will be like aiming at us, hitting us to just purify what we destroyed. All will need to be given back, all of this, every single thing. So think and imagine what this does. If you're creating mountains of those horrors, those imprints inside, then you will have to face mountains of opposite. They will be getting and aiming at you. If you want to go and walk on from that on your own strength, that impossible task, you never find yourself in that matrix. It is labyrinth with no exit, with monsters on every corner. There is no way to exit that. But if you decide to sign to some path, righteous path of clearance of your mind, maintaining your mind, well-being, things like that, prayer, meditations, reading scriptures, some godly way, religions, things like that, over the time you will understand what this does. It's just undoing that matrix in peaceful way, especially fasting or reading scriptures. If you get access to your inside and you know you are in that specific special place, you feel it inside of you, and you read scriptures like inside of it, it's just maintaining and correcting that mind structures. Because our mind is like, quite often when we destroy it, it's like defragmented hard drive in computer system. Everything is in different places, one big mess. So you cannot read from this properly. What is read to you when you're trying to read from that is a mess. It's a wrong chunk of informations, a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and you cannot really understand what's going on there. But if you use tools like fasting, like reading scriptures, being inside, instilling yourself inside, this is very element which correcting those things, which bringing those things to right settings, right order. So you feel that flow inside, that love, that peace, that stillness which guarantee you to observe the mind, to be in the right place. Because when we messed up, when we lose the track and way, we cannot really that much read that mind, not anymore. We are like rejected from the heart, and there is no that agent spark inside of us which can read and purify that mind. So here comes in action that moment when you surrender, where you see you are in hopeless state, where you ask for help, like I did ask more than 10 or 15 years ago. I just simply ask, either you take me out of this world, either you correct me, bring me back to peace and love. And from that point on, things started like arranging itself, like I initiate that process. That was even before I started going into religions. I just simply suffer by them. I come to the point in me that I could not bear anymore that overwhelming pain, physical and mental. That usually is the point where you understand you screw up horrendously, that things not going well, and they never will go well if something not help you. That something is that God, Allah, that existence, that space, unknown space, something which cannot be really perceived, can be felt, can be perceived on the unknown level, but we don't see it. We think there is no God, there is no Allah, there is no such a things. We can only understand this where we really badly suffer, and we start to walk that way back. Then you see there is something, some unknown space in us, feeling, which can fix all those things, this matrix, for you. And this is not you really doing this, not you really creating experience around. You don't know what will be tomorrow, 5 minutes ahead. You don't know it. You cannot predict if this will be good experience or bad experience. Can anything really happen? It's according what you recorded in the mind. That matrix existence always aiming to resolve that matrix. But if you are a troublemaker, if you have no consciousness, if you aiming into direction to breaking yourself more and more and more, you will see those nasty experiences on your way. They will be given to you because they are in a way as well created in the mind, and your mind will be creating those because you created this machinery, this harmful machinery. Your mind operating and creating and doing those nasty things, this corruption going on and on and on. That's like computer system recorded with viruses. You can have only crashes from that, reboots and things like that. There is no flow. System cannot go well with that. You basically are in messed up matrix, and what only awaits you are illnesses and horrible experiences quite often. And you're fighting with life, but the trick is not to fight with life. Actually, we cannot fight with life at all. We have to accept what is, and we have to flow with it. The very way you're creating negative thoughts against people, against yourself, against anything, is the thing you are not in flow with life. You are against the life. Until it will be going this way, you will be in that matrix. That entire content which working this way upside down have to be like unplugged, removed. It will take time. It depends how far you go astray in that opposite direction. Some people will never go back from that. They will be polluting themselves over and over and over. And if you tell them that's wrong, this wrong, you only will be abused, attacked. Because there is such a huge, dense content of unconsciousness inside. They perceive it as a threat, as an attack on them, when you're trying to say to them this is not correct. This element in them become so abusive, so ugly, so corrupted. So we should fought million times before we fell into that matrix, into that trap, that cage, because it's a torment to be there. It's a torment, and whatever you do, you know you are in it, you are conscious of it, but you don't know exit of that. And I have to say and clearly tell you, I find out once I am there with him, that Quran is a miracle. Quran will sort that things out without you knowing what's going on there. It's just simply like light. Quran is called light. It's a light which purifying, which sorting out those broken energetic connections inside of you, inside of your mind, brain, bringing everything to right places, so you can flow, you can feel that flow inside of you. But when that the energetic balance and connection is destroyed, you lost your way. You don't know anymore where you are, and you are just like impulsive, reactive person, which small trigger can spark in you rage. And do your matrix. Salam alaikum.